Hey guys, welcome back. It's March 30th, it's Monday, and today is 8.4 day 1. It's notes day. We're going to take some notes today, so take a minute, find your 8.4 notes, and start the warm-up. There's 3 questions. I wrote all the formulas here for you. So pause the video, do the warm-up, 3 questions, and then we'll start reviewing it. Okay, so a square with a side length of 10. Find the area of the figure described. The area of a square is length times width. So we're just going to write that the area of the square is 10 times 10, and that's 100. This area is 100 square feet. Sorry, it's a little scrunched up. Number 2, triangle with a base of 5 and a height of 12. The area of every triangle is 1/2 base times height, or you can use base times height over 2. They work the same. You're going to substitute in the values. It says base is 5, height is 12. And now you're just going to evaluate. There's multiplication between all of these numbers here, 1/2, 5, and 12. Multiplication is commutative, so it doesn't matter which direction or which order you multiply in. To me, half of 12 is 6, and 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 square centimeters. Of course, you can use a calculator. We will be using a calculator today. You will be allowed one on the test, Chapter 8 test, which comes later this week. So number 3 is a circle with the diameter of 100. If the diameter is 100, then the radius is 50. I'm going to write my formula down. I'm going to substitute in the value of my radius, and I'm going to use a calculator to estimate the value of pi. So 50 times 50, that's 2,500 times 3.14. The area is approximately 7,850 square yards. Okay, next is our essential question. You're looking at the top of 8.4 notes that says area of composite figures. Go ahead and write that essential question. It says, how can you find the area of a composite figure? We've talked about composite figures before. A composite figure is 2 or more shapes stuck together. They're all stuck together, and it's composite. It's more than one shape stuck together. So the steps of finding the area is the same as finding the perimeter of a composite shape. Let's start one together. It says find the area of the portion of this basketball court shown. Now, I don't know how to take the area of this shape. It's a strange shape. In fact, it's 2 shapes stuck together. So what we're going to do is we're going to write some steps over here in the right-hand column like we normally do. The very first thing you should do is divide the shape into parts. I see 2 parts here. There's this semicircular part, which is the outside of this semicircle. It's half a circle, attached to a rectangle. So I'm going to make two sections here. I have a rectangle, which I know how to take the area of, and I have a semicircle, which I also know how to take the area of. Once I've divided my shape into parts, I'm going to find the area of each part. Alright, for the rectangle, the formula for finding the area of a rectangle is length times width. Area is the length, I'm going to use parentheses to substitute, times width. Feel free to use a calculator there. 228 square feet. Next, let's find the area of a semicircle. We've got the formula. A is pi r squared, and area is pi r squared. They gave us the diameter, or the distance all the way across the circle, which isn't helpful for area. We need the radius. So if the diameter is 12, our radius is 6. So I'm going to substitute in the value of r. I'm going to evaluate my exponents. 6 times 6 is 36. Oops. Then I'm going to approximate that value of pi. Now I have the area of this entire circle, this entire blue circle. But I only need area of half a circle, a semicircle. So to do that, to find the area of half a circle, we're just going to divide our whole circle by 2. And when you do that, 113.04 divided by 2, you'll get 56.52. The very next and final step is, once you have the area of each part, add the parts together. Give myself some more space. I've got my two parts. I've got the area of my rectangle, I've got the area of my semicircle, and I'm going to add them up. You can use a calculator, you can do it by hand, but make sure that you line up the decimal. 228 plus 56.52. And all together that area is 284.52 square feet. Let's try another one. If you need to pause to take notes or to go slower, feel free. Pause. You could re-watch the whole thing. Do what you need to do, okay? Here's the next one. Whew. This one is 3 parts stuck together. It's 3 shapes. I see a triangle. I'm going to highlight. I see this triangle around the outside. I see this part of a rectangle. And I see this part down here, which is a parallelogram. 3 parts. Now the steps are the same. We're going to find the area of each part and add the parts together. So let's start with the triangle, the yellow piece. Area of a triangle. And then I have a rectangle and a parallelogram. Alright, area of a triangle. That's 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. I'm going to substitute in the base and height. So I got 1/2, the base is 11.2, and the height is 4.5. Remember, when you choose a height and base, they need to be perpendicular or form a right angle. Feel free to use a calculator there. And I got 25.2. Next we'll do the green rectangle. The area of a rectangle is length times width. And I'm going to substitute the length and the width. I'm going to multiply. And I got 36 square centimeters. The area formula for a parallelogram is also length times width. So area is length times width. As long as the length and width intersect at a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to substitute length and width. And I'm going to use my calculator to multiply. Alright, I've divided my shape into 3 parts. I've found the area of each part. And now I'm going to go ahead and add up all these parts together. Add the 3 parts together. And I got 114.8 square centimeters. So make sure you follow the steps when finding the area of a composite shape. Divide it into parts, find the area of each part, and add those parts together. Go ahead and summarize your notes. Write 3 gorgeous sentences about these notes, and try the homework on big ideas. Email me if you need any help, or use the office hours Tuesday and Thursday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and you can get help then. Good luck. See you tomorrow.